Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars. Should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Playing that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
You know, one-on-one, just say to them, ask them, do you buy the pay-per-view, or are you illegally getting it? You know, are you stealing it? Oh man, motherfucker, I steal it. I said, well, there you go. But you're supporting your fighter?
First in the building. James on deck, man. What it do? Devin is the B-side against Tank. He's better off thinking about fighting Shakur than Tank at this point. Big blunts and boxing on deck. Pop that good. Pop what's good. Combat salute. What's good? Hit the like button on the way in. Yes, sir. Toby Bartlett on deck. Salute WCS in the chat. Salute to you, Toby, across the pond on deck. We global this morning, Thursday, almost at the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Every time Toby on deck, we're global. You know what I'm saying? The topic is what it is, man. We want some more people to get in here. WCS wants some more people to get in here. But big shout out to the supporters who rock with the channel as always, man. It's absolutely imperative that they be recognized. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. You know, I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, it was a coup. It was an attempted coup on my channel. I'm just putting it out there. Stuff going on behind the scenes y'all know nothing about. If you look at my subscriber count, it's going. They refuse to let any. It's some paperwork and all this other stuff that they ain't gonna tell you about. People trying to get my channel because they feel like they have the power to, you know, submit false stuff against me. But you can look for yourself. Watch. You know, my subscribers was going up and up, and they said no. We got some admin boys that's submitting paperwork, stuff that you wouldn't believe that I'm not gonna make a part of my freaking entire live stream, because ultimately they want to take the channel down. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when they feel like you can voice yourself in a way that people get offended and try to say, well, he's infecting my life. He's doing this. Man, you wouldn't believe, man. Seriously, you wouldn't believe. All them headstones I got is worth it. It's a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. But don't try to go up here and stump on these cats, because they all about submitting paperwork on you. Real talk. That's all. But man, we got to get down to the topic, man. I sent the link out to Bill, man. Whether he show up or not, I don't know. Bill really don't come around my way. You know what I'm saying? Bill really don't come around my way. Not saying he don't want to. He don't come around my way. I just want him to drop in and ask him some questions about this topic that I have. Boxing Scene put out an article with Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, approximately 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, 22.8 million in ticket revenue, 22.8 million in ticket revenue. What a colossal success at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What a colossal success, man. You know, to all the teams and everybody, the shakers and movers who had something to do with this. Yes, it's the biggest topic right now on YouTube. It is the biggest topic. I know we have other fights coming up. No doubt about it, but it's the biggest topic going right now. Boxing Scene has learned that their Showtime pay-per-view main event generated approximately 1.2 million buys in the United States. Most insiders interviewed by Boxing Scene before Davis' 7th round knockout of Garcia projected that it would produce anywhere between 450,000 and 750,000 buys, which would have been a success based on the state of boxing pay-per-view business in the U.S. And remember, y'all, the current face of boxing before this, you know, the cash cow, Canelo Alvarez, he pretty much put it out there that he thought Gervonta Davis would win. And he gave Gervonta his props. So he put it out there. So I don't think Canelo is feeling any type of way about this breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? This colossal pay-per-view success. You know what I'm saying? This is grand. You know what I'm saying? This is a grand moment because it shows you if you can reach a different demographic or if you can somehow arouse the interest of the boxing fans, you can cover ground. You know what I'm saying? You can change levels in somehow, some way, depending on how you do it. You can make some big things happen, bro. It's not impossible for everybody running with the same narrative. This is a perfect example. Everybody want to run with the same narrative as if pay-per-view is dead in the water and there's no way that a fighter can break through unless he has belts and everything. This right here changes everything in April. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to my son. My son, you know, the one that passed away, you know, he just had a birthday this month. You know what I'm saying? He will be my oldest son. But shout out to you, man. Love you. Love you, son. When it comes down to April of 2023, it's going to be a month to remember because this is a fight that came after David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. It came after their fight. This is the fight that came after Tank Davis fighting 130-pound world champion in Hector Luis Garcia. Then turned around and fought a second fight within a 4-month period. This is huge. This is huge, bro. I can't stop talking about it because, you know, how are we not gonna talk about it when all we talk about is areas of boxing that we don't agree with, that we don't like, that we disappointed with. Now we get something that's profound. You know what I'm saying? It changes things. You know what I'm saying? It pretty much changes the pulse when it comes to boxing topics and conversations. This is it. How can someone be in a non-championship fight with a guy that never did pay-per-views? It has all the remnants, right, of Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. This is like deja vu all over again, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the finish. I'm just talking about how every now and then the masterminds be behind the scene. They're trying to come up with plans. Us out here on the outside, we have no idea what the scheme is. We have no idea what they're planning. None of us truly has the sources because these guys operating with a whole different type of confidentiality when it comes down to it. I'm telling you, I've always said how they puppetizes. This fight is exactly that. You know what I'm saying? This fight has a lot to it, man. Like, how can you bring someone that was, haven't even been on pay-per-view doesn't have the resume, how can you bring him up to the big dance and it breaks records? I don't know. That's just a dynamic, man. Shout out to Travis Bryan on deck. That's a crazy dynamic, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? We gotta hype up the good in boxing when it happens. Just don't come out here and be mully grubs and say, oh man, I don't like that. Well, I ain't like this. Well, it was fixed. It was that. What you have to understand, you know how we always talk about how they bloviating the numbers? You know what I'm saying? How they fluffing the numbers, we really don't know. These numbers, they're not fluff, dog. They would have no reason to fluff the numbers. Why would they want to help Tank out? And his numbers supposedly just came out for Hector Garcia, and it wasn't within his proximity. And really, a lot of people didn't know Hector Garcia, except how he did Chris Colbert. But that fight wasn't a global fight. It wasn't like Chris Colbert was this global star. Shout out to Shot News and Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shot, in the building. Team Tucker on deck. You already know. Smash the like button, everyone. The brand killers hate on growth, and everyone the brand killers endorse start falling off the roof. It's so visible. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to a guy, Shot News, man. Shout out to the Sauce. Lost all the boxing. Q the God on deck, man. What's good with it, Q? Salute to your brother. Jones Jr. back in the building. We know you're watching, Bill, Third Eye. Yeah, man. I'm like, Bill, drop on up to WCS, man. It's not about the numbers at the end of the day. I know you don't drop through on channels that you don't like, but I just have some conversation to chop it up with. I just want to know what's next. In light of hearing the numbers, I just want to have a boxing dialogue to kind of understand what direction you all are heading in. You know what I'm saying? That's just about what it is. That's just about what it is with me. How can Devin and Bill even think they're on the level? They are on the level, bro. They're all on the level. I don't. What level you talking about, bro? I'm not here to say, okay, I gave Bill the link for drama. I'm not trying to do that with the brother. I'm trying to find out what's on his mind. He's able to go in here and defeat Lomachenko. What is their next move? It's a lot of factors that has to be taken in consideration. Devin's weight, his comfortability at the lightweight division. We don't really have to talk about the belts because he has all of them. But when you get past the belts and then the weight situation, then it comes into what do you do next if you don't want to continue to campaign at lightweight too much? Your next fight has to be the fight. So with me, I'm saying Teofimo will be the biggest fight next at 140. How does Team Haney come up with a plan to insert themselves into the conversation for Gervonta Davis them to select them? Because we all know in the media it's been some back and forth verbal sparring. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been pretty. But that's not going to get you the fight. To be honest, man, that's not going to get you the fight. You know, all the insults and everything, the same thing with Teofimo Lopez. You know, Team Haney was going back and forth with Lopez. It's trash talking at the end of the day with boxing, but they didn't get the fight. He fought Kambosos. Gervonta Davis is much in a different place, in my opinion, than Teo was. His selection process is based off his notoriety. I mean, his pay-per-view success. He sits at a much higher elevation than Teo, in my opinion, when it comes to whoever he fights next. Right now, whoever he touches right now and grants them to be the dance partner is going to benefit. That fighter knows they're going to get the biggest payday of their career right now. That's where you want to be as a fighter. And Tank is right there. So we all know who's the undisputed world champion at lightweight division. And if it gets to a point, according to how Devin looks at the weigh-in with Lomachenko, how do you come up with the plan? Who do you have to speak with? We all know that it's been fighters that talk trash to one another, but rarely we get to see them in the ring, especially when it comes to black fighters. We rarely get to see them in the ring. You know what I'm saying? This is not about Teofimo Lopez, but nothing came of that trash talking back and forth, hours after hours of freaking live streams and this, that, and the other. Nothing came of it, but you still got to the prize. But now you have a fighter that doesn't even have any of your belts, but yet everybody's talking about what he was able to accomplish by knocking out Ryan Garcia and producing the numbers that we're now talking about. How does Team Haney come up or derive a plan to be able to grace the square? Who do y'all go through? Mayweather? I think that's the only way, because you're talking about LDBC or nothing. Okay, is it possible for the LDBC to step up or something? I don't see their presence in boxing even being taken serious in a fight of this magnitude. I don't see it. I mean, Bill, all I want to do is talk about, like, you wear the LDBC or nothing shirt, but how does it benefit you at the climax of stepping in the ring potentially of the biggest fight of your career? Like right now is Lomachenko. Lomachenko is absolutely certified, but I haven't heard, I haven't felt the momentum from the LDBC to build this fight up to potentially the winner gets to fight somebody like Gervonta Davis right now. I'm not going at the LDBC. I'm just asking a freaking question. If you are stamped with the brand and you are embracing and supporting the acronym, therefore, I'm trying to find out what is the plan and how are they going to help you during your travels? How is the LDBC going to guide and you all be a unit or organized unit in trying to make this fight generate more publicity than it is? How? What's the plan? Devin needs a plan that is just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be explosive. It needs to set the stage. We need something that's exhilarating, something that we're not used to seeing or hearing. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about just boxing right now. Now you have to find a way to go into that fight without Team Davis looking at you like, nah, I'm not going to give you the shot. I'm not going to give you the shot. You know how black people are. We always feel some type of way about one another and we want to hold grudges all the time. But how do you break in, man? I just want to know, question to Devin and Bill. How do you all break in? How do you break in and become a serious topic of discussion with Team Tank as the undisputed title holder? You have all the freaking crowns, big dog. I have no idea how you break in after everything that's been said online, after what we've been seeing with Bernard Hopkins at the weigh-in. Team Davis ain't playing over there. How are you all going to sway them to set up what a lot of people consider a dreamy contendership? It's very dreamy because it rarely happens like this. You have somebody with all the belts, but then you have Tank Davis with the pay-per-view belt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he holding the title for pay-per-views in lightweight division, bro. If you want to, identify as that, right? He has the pay-per-view numbers. So to some people, the pay-per-view numbers may be higher than the actual physical belts that you hold in the lightweight division. But together, it seems like it's a dreamy contendership. The only way it becomes the reality, you all have to come up with a plan as to how do you get in the ring? How do you make it contractually official? That's what WCS want to know. How? Do y'all have any answers over there in the chat? Do y'all have any answers? I don't have any answers, y'all. Y'all see, Y'all see Bud told nigga pick your side this morning. Now I don't know what that means exactly. I will have to see what he was in response to. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, I don't know. Let me attempt to see. Because in boxing, you don't have to pick sides. You know why I say that? Because when especially when it comes to black media, when we pick sides, they always say we dick riding. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what pick your side. I don't know. He talking about Crawford? I mean, he talking about, I don't know what this means though. Let me see. Lord is just a word. It's a commitment. Stand by someone through thick and thin. Champ is all I can take sides. As an AI, I can't take sides. I don't know. To be honest, I had to get back to that. I don't know exactly what Crawford is talking about. I don't know, because when you pick sides and you rock out with a fighter for a long period of time, you know, it's we shouldn't have to pick sides on anything, because our action and words mean a lot. So you just can't pick sides in boxing. Let's just say you pick a side and go for one fighter. It's never going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ride and die, we don't see what happened on here. So you pick the fighter you pick, and you pick another fighter that you pick, and for your own reasons in other weight classes, that's who you support. I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research on that. I don't understand who he was making a point to. The internet brand killers been killing fight brands. They never own front lines for the fights. They so-called support. This is what I'm talking about with that. Good point there, Shaw News. What is the plan? How do you all bring it to the front? How can y'all bring it out the shadows to the light and have Devin Haney be a name, a up next name for Gervonta Davis? I don't see it happening, man. Like, just think, they will only be one fight removed from the contract they had to sign with Kambosos, which was a low ball contract. So when you look at them going in with Lomachenko, I'm pretty sure they would be considered the A side, because yes, he's in a better position than he was previously when he was attempting to fight Lomachenko. And for the record, like I always say, Devin was never he was never the mandatory. That has to be ordered. He's never the mandatory. He was in position, but he was never the mandatory. He fought for an interim title. Okay? So now that he's in a better position than he was previously, when Lomachenko vacated the WBC title and became franchise, of course he's going to be the A side. But if he's planning on trying to fight Tank next at 135, I don't see the bulk load of how he's going to benefit in negotiations when it comes down to it. How is he going to benefit in negotiations? How? How's Devin Haney going to benefit in negotiations when it comes down to Tank? That's the biggest question. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see nobody go in there and take a low ball offer just to get a chance again. That'd be foolish. But when you in there taking a chance with the belts, it's different. It's a different. The first time when he stepped in there with Kambosos, he didn't have the belts. But in order to get a 2-fight deal or a 3-fight deal, primarily 2 fights in Australia, he didn't have the leverage to begin with. Kambosos did. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos had the leverage. Devin won the titles, and Devin was locked into a 2-fight deal over there in Australia, and he really still didn't have the leverage, because the leverage was established from the first fight, which never presented Devin with any type of momentum heading into the second fight, outside of he won the titles and Kambosos wanted the rematch. See, Kambosos had the leverage in the first. He had the leverage in the second. And that leverage was monetarily. He got paid the most money. So he was happy. Kambosos over there riding around in a motherfucking kangaroo, a custom-made kangaroo out there. You know what I'm saying? One that they created in the lab. He's living good. You know what I'm saying? He over there bragging to my kangaroo can jump higher than yours. And you say the brand killers was bragging about streaming the fights because they only pay for fights they want. Now they want to celebrate the numbers like they help. They didn't help none of that. I thought y'all supposed to be supporting Team Haney, though. As much work as Bill put in, he said LDBC or nothing, all the shirts and everything else. Why would you be up here acting like you participated in this fight? Nobody on the YTC had anything to do with these numbers. I didn't see any of your brands on the trunks of Gervonta or Ryan Garcia. I didn't see him mention anything in the press conference about any channel. Not one channel on here. Now, he spoke to the channels periodically throughout fight week, but the YTC has the do away with just taking credit for something that they have absolutely no culpability for. That's called clout chasing, people. Stop clout chasing. Stop clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? That's called clout chasing. I know y'all get mad when somebody bring you within the radius and say, you know what, you clout chasing now. Stop it. It seemed like you clout chasing. Stop doing it, man. Get your own stuff. You know, you can't come up here and act like your presence is much more than it is. I don't see it. But Bill, I shot you the link, man. Pull up. I just want to know what the plan is with y'all, man. That's a tough excursion that you have to go on, man. It's tough, man. Like, it's real tough. I mean, not the point. Respect to y'all going over Australia and winning the belts and defending them. It was tough, man. I salute it. I gave the respect. Lomachenko, it's going to be a tough fight. But I have, Devin beating Lomachenko, age and everything else. And the fact that Devin has improved. You know what I'm saying? He has improved. He's a much better fighter than he was, in my opinion, after the Linares fight. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna put your name in the hat with Tank Davis, then I mean all the trash talking. How are y'all supposed to go over there with Al Heyman? Man, it's gonna be stupid tough, man. It's gonna be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And y'all wonder why I was talking about that Teofimo. You was wondering why I was talking how Teofimo is making it about some controversy and race and all that, so they can really truly build up a rivalry, break the bank. Floyd knows that. Floyd knows that. You know what I'm saying? Floyd knows that. He did it. He's the only one to be able to do it with those high numbers. So of course, man, these cats talk behind the scenes. If they're trying to make this fight, T.O. has already been at the highest pinnacle. He's fought for 2 championships back to back, the IBF and then the Unified Championship. Devin Haney did the same thing over in Australia. I'm not talking about his WBC belt. I'm talking about 2 of the biggest fights back to back over in Australia, winning the titles, defending the titles. Now you have to defend the titles again. You win. Now the big question is all the talk that was in the media. How do you gain access to Team Davis for them to consider you as the next opponent? That's what I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Can the LDBC get you where you need to be? I mean, really, can they level up? Those LDBC members, I'm just curious, can they get you to an elevation that you can fly and land the plane and finish up this negotiation with Tank for you all to fight and a fight that people believe that, okay, it needs to happen. And notice what I said, Bill. People say it needs to happen because it's a tricky conversation, tricky debates that come up when it comes to the lightweight division. Tank doesn't have any of the belts that your son has, but being that Devin does have the belts, they mean something. They still mean something. Just like his WBC belt meant something when Mauricio Suleiman was basically decommissioning it in the lightweight division. Even though other divisions, it still had full value. But at the lightweight division, he attempted to decommission Devin Haney's WBC title. You feel me? So now people are here talking about a fight that needs to happen. It's up to you and the LDBC to have people saying, I want this fight to happen. That's what you have to change. You have to change the language. You have to get people to start saying, I want this fight to happen next. I don't see the buzz. I mean, I don't hear it, see it, none of it. What is the plan? You know what I'm saying? LBC or nothing. What is the plan? How can you all build up the momentum? How can the phone calls be made for people to take this fight serious? That Team Haney can get the respect with everything that's going on. Like T.O.'s trash talk is different than you all trash talk, in my opinion. T.O.'s trash talk, it seems like it's more business related. You know what I'm saying? Like he's being calculated in how he's going about it. He's just, taking away the momentum that the numbers coming out of 1.2 million plus. T.O. know damn well nobody was talking about anything that he was mentioning. Nobody, he wasn't talking about no top rank, no black fighters, none of that. Until these numbers start to blossom. And that's when he did what he did. Smart. But y'all trash talk, the Haneys, it seemed more personal. With blacks, a lot of times it don't lead to a fight. It don't. Just look at the Charlos. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the, the fights where they have the black rivalries and they trash talking back and forth. It just takes too long or it never happens at all. So with all the trash talks that's been going on between y'all two, who is going to become the mediator to try to get this fight closer to the table? Who in the camps is able to make that happen, Bill? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be nobody from the LDBC. It's not going to be nobody from the LDBC. Who is going to be able to step their game up and be a sound voice, a sound mind, a voice of reasoning, rather, to try to bring this fight together? Because your son has the belts, bro. We very, very curious. Like your son has the belt. He needs, look, he needs, like I said, this need to happen. People saying this fight need to happen. But how do you get them to say, I want this fight to happen? You know what I'm saying? I want it to happen. I want it to happen next. Need is just say, okay, this fight need to happen because, of course, Devin Haney has all the belts. And then it'll be good because Tank coming off a huge pay-per-view success. So how do you get them to say, I want this fight to happen next? They have to have some type of desire. What up, Don Dollar? Is it true Barrios coming out and said he had a rehydration clause? I really don't. It's really not in the topic of Barrios. It's just strictly about, what's next for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? What's next for Devin Haney? What is the plan? Andrew Charles, they hated on Tank Davis, but look at his numbers. Let's see if the brand killers get numbers like that. They pro Devin Haney narratives. How, who, and why, where can you all put this all together into a package there, Showtime? How can they put it into a package and submit that package for approval? That's all I'm saying, man. How can you submit this package for approval to get that fight for all the crowns? How do you do it? What's your avenue of approach? Who from Team Haney is going to be able to speak to someone for Team Davis and try to make this fight happen? Who? Because right now they trying to outdo themselves, bro. Like I said last night, man, it seems like, anybody with common sense would know that Team Davis is trying to basically level up once again. And like I said, I believe that leveling up process consists of Teofimo Lopez. The good thing about Tank, he's already came off a fight. He's good. Teo has to go in there and beat Josh Taylor for one of the biggest mega fights at the end of the year. Not to mention, we do have Crawford Spence. I don't have to ask permission to speak about fighters. I don't need permission to speak about fighters. As much as I support Crawford, as much as I support Gervonta, you're never going to have these fighters, satisfied. I'm not here to satisfy any fighter. I'm here to use my platform, my voice for what I can right now before I get too old and can't even think of anything or remember it. I don't need permission to do anything. I can speak on whatever fight I choose to speak on. But in this particular scenario, we know we have the Crawford Spence situation still out here. It's a situation now. Like, what's going on with this situation? I have no idea. I don't know. So since I don't know, I have to wait till I do know. I want to talk about the now. I want to talk about what we just witnessed. You know what I'm saying? What we just witnessed was something great. Who's next? Is it you got two of the fighters? Look, you got two potential opponents on the horizon that's in the magnifying glass. You got Devin Haney, you got Teofimo Lopez. Say online. They are right there, damn near in the same window of fights coming up, which can potentially be the next opponent for Tank at the end of the year. Great timing. Really, really great timing. This is somewhat reminiscent, once again, to what we expected from Errol Spence coming off the Ugas fight. We thought we was going to get Crawford Spence at the end of 2022. Now, the suggestion may be that after these two individuals fight, Haney and Lopez, we might potentially get another fight at the end of the year with either one of these names, depending on both of them pick up wins. Seriously, both of them pick up wins. And look, this is another crazy thing that the casuals are going to talk about. They said, well, Teo already lost. Yeah, Teo lost at 135. But he still has freaking Wall Street to his name. And he's going in there fighting the formerly undisputed. He defeats Josh Taylor, who is talking about that loss. Who is talking about that loss? But if he goes in there and loses to Josh Taylor, and everybody's gonna revisit the way he looked against Sandor Martin, they might really start to believe like, oh, he really didn't believe in himself after that fight. Something else is going. No. He's not going to look like he did in Sandor Martin. So this is going to be a very, very interesting matchup with Teo and Josh Taylor. Very, very interesting. And look, it might go down like Jamel Herring and Carl Frampton. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, man. Josh Taylor's been talking here and there. You know what I'm saying? Potentially making a move up to 147. No one's really mentioning his weight. Is it a concern with him making 140 again and all this other stuff? But at the end of the day, is it going to be Devin? Is it going to be T.O.? Can both of them pick up the dubs? If so, being that we really don't know and predict who's Tank going to fight next because he come out the blue, those would be two good names. Now, if you pay attention to social media, you've seen the picture where Isaac Cruz was back there. I swear to God, you know, the more and more I think about this shit, this some king type shit, right? I see his previous opponents, man. He's changing their lives, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he's changing their lives, man. Like Isaac Cruz is just trying to stay in Tank's good graces for a rematch, bro. You know what I'm saying? He has no idea that second fight is going to be nowhere close to what it was the first time. But he's staying in Tank's good graces. Isaac would never, he's not going to say anything bad about Tank. He wants Tank to gift him an early ring present prior to the holiday season. Please, Senor Tank, please accept us for another please, we want the rematch, Senor Tank. Senor, por favor. Please, man, they're begging. They was turning down Shakur. They was turning down Ryan. They were just turning down damn near everybody because they believe their stock value went up when Jim Gray told the world that a star's been born and all that. So they feel like their stock in boxing is at a level right now where they can pick and choose. So they went in there and fought a dilapidated Yorkish Gamboa, knocked him out. And now they're waiting. You know what I'm saying? They want that shot, bro. Man, shout out to my guy Willie Lowe, man. Big shout out to Alabama on deck, man. Team Bomb Squad on the in the building. Willie Lowe on deck. What's good with it, bro? Good to see you on deck, man. What you been up to, bro? What you been up to? Keyshawn and Frank Martin right now. Okay. That'll be a good fight, definitely. And you know, people been talking they trash. I see Floyd Schofield. They've been active with the mouthpiece. You know, Floyd Schofield commented on the thumbnail that was up there with Devin gazing in on Tank at the top rope. And he said, dang, who did he put? I can't believe. He said, Floyd said, oh, Devin and Keyshawn wish they had power. That's what Keyshawn said. I mean, that's what Floyd Schofield said about Keyshawn and Devin. You know what I'm saying? He said, Keyshawn and Devin wish they had power. You know what I'm saying? And look, Floyd Schofield, he's gonna have to step up and get his name into the conversation of the Fab Five or the Four Kings at one point in time. He's gonna have to find a way to get in the ring because just like Shot News is talking about Frank Martin and Keyshawn, well, guess what? Schofield, they've been talking a lot now. Them Schofields been talking a lot. Shout out to the Schofields. They've been letting it be known, especially his pops. These father-son duos, man, they've been talking active. They've been active, bro. Seriously. You know, we know Bill and Devin been active. Big Floyd, Little active. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these father-son combos have been absolutely active. Benavidez, Senior and Junior. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they've been active talking about this. Teofimo and his father, always active, man. You know what I'm saying? Always active. Haney moving after Loma get done with him. Haney moving after Loma get done with him. He got that built-in excuse. Well, we just have to see because the fight. This is crazy part where, you know, I wanted to ask Bill since he declined my invitation. I'm guessing, is that I want to ask Bill, after what you just seen with Ryan Garcia being able to step into the ring, what if Devin suggested to fight Tank at 140 or fight Tank at a catchweight, a non-title fight? Are they confident that they can do the same or exceed the numbers that just happened with Ryan Garcia? Because you think about it, Devin Haney has more hardware in his possession than Ryan Garcia will ever have in his career. So is it possible? Do you believe that Team Haney can have another fight either at lightweight or near 140, which will be a non-title fight that can generate these numbers just so the fans can see it? Is the fans 100% interested in seeing Tank Davis, Devin Haney with no titles? Because we all know that Haney said he was moving up. They're not gonna stay here long. I heard his dad say they're gonna stay at 135, and then another conversation I heard them, they supposed to be moving up to 140. So with that said, is it a possibility for people to say, I want to see Gervonta and Devin Haney at 140? Being that it's getting difficult for Devin to make weight at 135. Tank is hitting gears. The level change is crazy. Absolutely. He's level changing, going up. You know what I'm saying? He's going up. We'll say nothing much, living and trying to stay ahead much as I can. For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything is going right with you. I know you pulled up. You saw the LDBC on the title. You know what I'm saying? Willie had to pull up in the building. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is, dog. But I'm glad to see everything going on, man. I mean, going good with you there, Willie. Real talk. Tank is a lottery ticket. The Mega Millions Powerball. They all thirsty now. They might be thirsty, but how are they going to get hydrated, Showtime? What is the plan for Devin Haney to grace the square and get the big check? How? How do they come up with a plan, being that this is worse? Like I think the animosity with Team Davis and Team Haney is worse than how Tank Davis addressed B-Hop. Because really, he don't have no connection with B-Hop. He can just talk shit about what he think about B-Hop and what B-Hop said about him. Just like he'll talk, he'll talk about what Timothy Bradley said. Timothy Bradley gave a very astute breakdown on True Media Today USA Boxing's interview yesterday. I like the breakdown that Timothy Bradley did and the interview that he gave. I like the fact that he even pulled up and dropped $100 donation like a triple OG, you know what I'm saying? And said, yeah, keep my name in your mouth. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, look, not only that just goes to show you all black people don't hold grudges and act like little babies when it comes to having a conversation. Bradley did drop in his chat and he said, keep my name in your mouth. Come on, man. That's OG shit. And then Coach ended up having him on the channel, and he wasn't even standoffish. He wasn't on no bullshit. He wasn't up there barely asking questions. He was communicating. Now he had been hating on for a while. He was hating on Jahai. He said he wasn't on his prospect, and he had this dysfunction, this discombobulated relationship going on. Like, I don't know, but as of recent, I guess that Sackness-Billy fight won freaking Bradley over. For real. But truth be told, back on topic, I don't think Tank with his dislike for B-Hop and his dislike for Timothy Bradley is the same type of negative energy he have with Team Haney. They are actually in a competitive state right now. This is a fighter that he can potentially face in the upcoming years. So it's all about who has the juice, to be honest. Maybe I should have put that in my title. Who has the juice? Does Devin have the juice? Or does freaking Tank has the juice? I'm going to tell you, when it comes to negotiation for this, Tank has the juice right now. Bill, how do you approach this situation knowing that Tank has the juice with the numbers? Because I know you all about the money too. Tank has the juice with the numbers. Who do you get? How do you and the LDBC, whatever members because it's not the whole entire LDBC, but the LDBC members that are riding hard for Devin, how do you all come up with a plan? How do you come up with a plan to get in the ring? How do you lock down and seal negotiations, a fair negotiations that you not lowball like you was with Gamposis? Because I know that I'm assuming Team Haney is not going to take another lowball deal like that for a mega fight. And this fight would be much bigger than him and Cambosis. Period. So they definitely not going to take a lowball fight. After what I'm hearing, Tank and Garcia made upwards of 35 plus million. Like, come on, man. I heard they made like 35 plus million. So that's why I say Tank has the juice. Come on. What group, what organization? Who are you sitting down with outside of your own team? I'm just asking about the LDBC because you say LDBC or nothing. So this is a perfect opportunity for the mega fight for even the LDBC to step up. How and what team? What is the plan? What is the plan? I don't. Me and a lot of other people don't know the plan. How are they going to make this fight happen with Devin Haney to get him into the conversation with Tank? How? No, it's all good, Willie. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you pulling up. And blessings to your family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Been a while since I seen you down here in the A at a fight. But man, no doubt, much respect to you, bro. Once again, Sean News said Tank is the lottery ticket. He has the juice, y'all. Tank has the juice in boxing right now. Tank has the juice, period. Period. Now, I know the heavyweights are still making money. I know Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, if that rumor is correct, that's going to be damn good, y'all. That's going to be extremely good now. And I heard Tyson Fury, Andy Ruiz is coming up. That's even going to do well. They're going to get paid regardless. That's the heavyweight division. But extract the heavyweight division because them boys been making money. And you come down and start at the light heavyweight. You start the light heavyweight all the way down to 135. That's where it stops. Ain't nobody really making no grand money past 135. So you go from 135 to really, we can, look, shit. I'm just being nice. 135 to 175. I'm just being nice, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, who's really making some cash, you know, at 175? We can stop it at 168, but I don't want to be biased because Canelo is the undisputed champion. So I had to take it a division higher than 168 just so it won't seem like, okay, here we are. We're talking about Canelo. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to keep the cash cow status on Tank right now. Who is going to be his dance partner? Who's going to be the co-op? We got to keep this momentum going in 23 now. It started off real slow. It was on life support. You know what I'm saying? We had defibrillators all over the place. Clear. Do you have a pulse? No. Clear. I mean, it was on life support, y'all. It was on life support. Ice, please. Get some ice. Yeah, put some ice. Yeah. We're going to do one more. Everybody stand back. Clear. Boxing was on life support, man. It was primarily on life support because fans had invested so much energy in Crawford Spence with all the negativity. Now they have exhausted. They have absolutely used up all the talking points. And those individuals that continue to revisit for whatever reason, it doesn't even have the same buzz that it did months ago. Now this fight is taking over. Now the T.O. situation is taking over. Now you got Devin going to fight Lomachenko. All of this window right here is big. This shit is huge, bro. Lightweight division has been on fire for the last couple of years. It's been on fire. It's not impossible for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to fight. It's not impossible. It's just certain people are putting them in line, making them wait in line to see can they come in at the right time. That's all. They just want to see can they come in at the right time to break the bank. Who don't want to break the bank with Spence Crawford? Of course they want to break the bank. But right now, the heist has already taken place in Vegas. The heist, like Floyd Mayweather, when he fought Conor McGregor, what was his ring attire, y'all? The man had on a ski mask. Come on, bro. Yeah, Tank got the juice, man. Tank got the juice. He even got juice over you, T.O. See, I told people about you, T.O. I told them that you play mind games. You're a very smart individual. I stand on that. T.O. very smart, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing. He's through hard work and dedication from that channel over there, he was able to, kiss enough ass to be in their good graces. I ain't mad at him. Good for you. It's just all the back talk with me. It didn't need to happen. You know what I'm saying? It didn't need to happen in order for you to get a spot. It didn't need to happen. That's real talk. It didn't need to happen. But it's good. It's good, see you out there on the front lines getting footage now covering fights. Like I say, y'all wasn't out there when I was out there. I just didn't see y'all around, bro. I just didn't see y'all around. But it's good, they can come on the channel and talk. I ain't mad at it because I always say this about fighters coming to channels, black channels, and so forth. Black fighters coming over here. Don't be mad because they pick one channel to be on. Don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want that slot. Everybody want access to the fighter, whoever that fighter may be, especially their name. People want access, man. They want you to pull up. In a way, the only one under 135 getting cheese. What cheese in a way getting though? Like truth be told, I'm just this conversation's there, Q. What do you get paid to fight Paul Butler though? Let's be honest. Paul Butler got that title because Casemiro failed the drug test or whatever, something like that. Or he couldn't make the weight. And plus, he's supposed to have a fault freaking Donaire, but that didn't happen. I mean, what do you think he got from fighting Paul Butler? It couldn't be an astounding amount of money. The bag couldn't have been that heavy. Coach Cavan's on record saying that they're going to starve him out of boxing. It's cold-blooded. They did, bro. And that's where I'm at with this. Like, what is the plan there, Showtime? Maybe you can use your resources. You know what I'm saying? As the media marketing agent, Showtime, maybe you can use your resources to attempt to uncover the hidden secrets of what starving out truly means. If you can find out options with the phrase starving out, I would appreciate it. There may be some options as to what that means, because starving out to me is I'm being a very hungry, loss of weight, you know what I'm saying? Pain, you know what I'm saying? Being weak, lacking strength. And, you know, it's just one way. It's the declivity. You know what I'm saying? It's the declivity of comfort and misery. Misery sets in. But maybe you have some options to starving out. Maybe it's just like, okay, I know we used to feeding you 3 bag lunches a day, but we're going to only give you 1. Okay, you're still going to get some food in there, man. You're going to get that bologna and cheese sandwich. Okay. Okay. With some plain Fritos. And we're going to give you a goddamn Capri Sun. Now, that's going to be your meal for the day. Where are the options, Showtime? That's all. The success of Tank Ryan card, I feel, hurts the prospect of Bud Spence happening. The suits are drooling over 1.2, and they know Bud Spence won't do numbers like that. You make a solid point until you get to the back end. I don't know, Andrew, if it's sealed like that. You make a solid point. They are drooling over the 1.2. I don't know if Bud and Spence, according to where they at, if they put the right promo into it, man, they can keep this going, but I don't know what the numbers are going to look like. I don't know, man. I don't know what the numbers are going to look like. I don't know. Because when I juxtapose freaking comparisons, you know, people either say, okay, I feel you on that, or they say, no, I don't. But look, when you talk about Crawford and Javante, Crawford has stopped everybody at welterweight. He's still a showpiece when it comes down to boxing. Let's not get it twisted. Unfortunately, he's in a division where he's been locked into one name. Tank isn't being locked into one name. Crawford has pretty much sanitized the division, and he's waiting for the last one to step up. He's pretty much sanitized the division much he possibly can. Errol Spence has sanitized his part, but Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is locked into one another, primarily because Spence say his declaration is become undisputed. As if Tank is not locked into nobody. Everybody is in pursuit of him, and he has a WBA regular title. Tells me, how does that work? Somebody tells me, how in the hell does that shit works? How is there a dynamic? What is the portion? What is the formula? How do we gather evidence to try to figure out, how do you come in there with a fighter like Ryan Garcia and break numbers? How? H-O-W. How? Someone explain the formula. Break it down. Let's grab some chalk, eraser, find a board, and let's try to break this formula down. How and what, you know, we have to bring in the Hector Garcia situation. How, what brought this about? The Rolly situation. Did the Barclays, did it play a role in this? How can we break this formula down to get the results that we're looking for? That just happened April 22nd. I don't know, bro. Question, do y'all think Floyd talked to T.O. about making this fight? Of course. I've been on record as saying Floyd is one of the most powerful men in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Tank Davis is 28 years old. The time is now. That's when I frown upon fighters like talking about, yeah, I wasn't impressed with so-and-so. Oh, do you think that's a fight you want? You know, you feel comfortable. Oh, no. See, what I meant to say is, I later on up the road, yeah, I wouldn't mind fight. Man, typical black fighter conversation. Later on up the road. No, the time is now, bro. The time is now for Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. The time is now for Terrence and Spence. Overdue. You know what I'm saying? The time is now for Javante Teofimo Lopez, Javante Devin Haney, Javante Shakur Stevenson. The time is now. Set records. Submit legacies. Submit the envelope as a future Hall of Famer. Go ahead. The time is freaking now, man. The time is now. No doubt about it. The time is now, man. There's no other better time than now for these fights to happen with Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. The time is now for Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Time is now. No more marinating. None of that. A lot of these fights could happen just like Cool Boy Steph fighting anyway. He said, I talked to Al and I can get the fight. I make the fight happen. Okay, what's next? Time is now for Gary Antoine Russell to get a title shot at 140 whenever he gets healthy. The time is now Gary Russell moving up to 130 and fighting Hector Luis Garcia from what I hear. The time is now. Yes, sir. The time is now, man. Yes, sir, man. Don't play with me, man. I'm the one. Don't disrespect me, man. Why are you calling me Cassius? I told you my name is Muhammad Ali. Don't play with me, man. You don't say my name today, I'm going to make you say it tomorrow. You ain't going to have a chance in the ring, man. I said my name is Muhammad Ali. Ernie Terrell, he found out. Goddamn Ali beat that man up, dog. Shakur Stevenson said Tank is young Floyd. Status he can pick and choose who he wants to fight now. Okay. See with Shakur Stevenson, he understands that's a dangerous fight. Even for him. And Shakur has his own fighting style. Like, it goes without saying. I call Shakur Stevenson the emperor of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I call him that. Dude has mad skills, man. His mindset is crazy. But, you know, we don't know when it comes to these black fighters who's going to get next up. Because their whole thing is black fighters don't sell fighting each other. But does Shakur Stevenson get does he get like a little minimum pass because he's Puerto Rican and black? I like how he's using his Puerto Rican heritage. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? You can't sit up here and say, oh man, you black at the end of the day. No, you black and Puerto Rican. You can tell. Look at him. Why not use your Puerto Rican flag? Why not bring the Puerto Rican fans to support you like they do all them other Puerto Ricans that fight in NYC? Come on, man. Why not? Who do we have to? What flag can we grab as black fighters? What can we do in the boxing ring? When people talk about a black fighter, they just talk about their achievements. They don't say, "Hey, man, yeah, I want to fight so and so." He bring a country behind him. He got a country. They don't say that. They don't never say that about us, bro. I mean, that's just the way it is. Look, T.O. saying Top Rank can have the black fighters. Yeah, it was cutting edge. It was sliding the blade. Absolutely, it was sliding on the blade. That's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He wants the cut to be deep enough that it takes a little bit longer to heal. You know what I'm saying? You know why he wanted to take a little bit longer to heal, James? Because he has a fight coming up. He has a fight coming up. He wants that wound to stay fresh. So people say, you know what? Damn, that shit T.O. said still. That must sting a little bit, man. Damn, I'm waiting for it to scab up. That's what he wants you. He wants us to continue to talk about what he said. Why didn't he say it this weekend? Can somebody answer me that? Why didn't Teofimo say that this weekend? Why did he wait till the numbers came out to get on somebody's platform and talk some shit? Why? Why? It was calculated. It was calculated. Seriously. Right when Tank is getting all the freaking shine and he's in the light, T.O. come out with the race card. He make it about race. He talking about y'all can have the black fighters like we expendable. But see, he's not really being genuine. He's not sincere about what he's saying, because all of what he talk about is dealing with black people. He always talking about black history. He always trying to quote black motivational quotes. Always. That's what T.O. does. He just did it when Jihad missed weight the fight before Seknashvili. He was up there trying to act like he was the Honduran Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King. That's what he does, man. He want controversy, he got controversy. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's always an allocation for racism, especially in the sport of boxing. It's always an allocation for that. You know, T.O. is just filling his quota, because James, you asked a question to Floyd. I believe Floyd absolutely, or somebody around there, say, hey, this is a perfect time for you to try to build up, you know, some controversy, so people can start doing the same thing. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how this play out, y'all. Hear me out on this. Listen to this right here. It's always something that is tagging along leading up to a fight that the shakers and movers, or the powers that be, want you to hang on to provide free promo all the way up to the day of the fight, so that the promoters, look, guess what they're going to ask T.O. on fight week now? They're going to ask T.O. about what he said during the interview about disrespecting Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley, about saying how they was D-riders and sucking D. Yeah, people are going to be asking him about what he meant about Top Rank and have black fighters. So just like people was holding on to this bogus announcement heading up the Tank's fight, they're going to be holding on to this damn racism, this prejudice race card, you know what I'm saying? This defamatory remarks that T.O. was making. People are going to be holding on to that every single day until his fight, because that's what they want. It's nothing of controversy for people to hang on to the Devin Haney Lomachenko. Where's the controversy? Bill, if you tuned in, if you really playing hardball, Bill, if you respect anything I ever say, y'all should come out and say, I'll never lose to a white boy again. I'm just letting you know. This time, hey, Bill, how can T.O. say, no, forget that, I ain't sorry? How can T.O. sit up here and say, oh, I ain't sorry, I ain't doing stuff, and say, I'm sorry? T.O. ain't apologizing, Bill. They made y'all apologize, Bill. Right now, y'all behind in the controversy. I know you about to smoke. I know we see you out here on the YouTube streets, but the LDBC ain't gonna be able to do that, man. The WCS is telling you what LDBC should have told you already. When it comes to attention, right now, T.O. is taking the next step up to be in the limelight. Your fight is coming up with Lomachenko. Y'all need, for some people, a lot of people, to start talking about that fight. Hardly anybody is talking about that fight. T.O. ain't apologizing. Who is making them apologize, dog? Real talk. Didn't the WBC make y'all apologize? You got all the belts. It's not like y'all knew the controversy, but right now you need the controversy. You need to go back out here and say it again. You need to say it again, goddammit. T.O. ain't apologizing, Bill. T.O. said he ain't apologizing. He ain't sorry. He gonna say what he say. He said so and so, D riders and they suck D, and then turn around and say, okay, Top Rank can have the black fighters. They can keep them. Isn't that way more controversial than what you said? Devin said, I never lose to a white boy. He didn't say, well, when it comes to white fighters, they can keep them. I ain't trying to fight no white fighters anyway. I want to fight Hispanic or freaking black fighters the rest of my career. I'm telling you, bro. That T.O. say he ain't apologizing, Bill. That's all I'm saying. You can either hear me or not. But as I'm speaking about what T.O. said, there's plenty of other people talking about what T.O. said. So, I mean, man, you're OG out here in these streets. Why are y'all held to a standard? Are y'all being capped? Are y'all being censored? Because they made y'all apologize. They ain't making T.O. apologize for nothing. What is T.O. apologizing for? His comments was way more disrespectful and distasteful than y'all's. He mentioned black, and Bill, y'all mentioned white. You didn't say, oh, I look at white people in a certain way. No, you said I'll never lose to a white boy. But T.O. said, if y'all want black fighters, you can keep them. As if we expendable. You know what I'm saying? We expendable. It don't matter. So if it's for T.O. to build up, who cares that, Bill? All I'm saying is they made y'all apologize. I don't hear T.O. apologizing for nothing. You need to send that flag back up and turn up the beacon. Y'all need some people. Y'all need some more people up here, trying to hang on to your fight. Just like, the announcement to hang on the Tank Davis and Garcia. Ain't nobody hanging on to your fight, man. Y'all need somebody to hang on to the fight. Now they're going to be hanging on to T.O.'s fight because of what he just said. Devin need to get back online and say, you know what? Hey, people taking me for a joke. And when there's conversation about who's the best lightweight, well, I think I should be doing this, this, and this. Matter of fact, I got a fight coming up with Lomachenko. I still stand on what I said. I never lose to a white boy. You should say it. Get the people up in arms, man, and see how they act. See how they act. But you ain't gonna listen. Y'all ain't gonna listen to me. It's all good, man. I ain't no. It's all good. I'm just using my platform to give you ideas. People should be basically mongering around your fight too. It should be a line, or how you put it. It should be some type of attachment leading up to your fight that's controversial. Anything for the fight fans to continue to talk about. Now that I told you what you should say to get people to be tuned in, especially to ask you on fight week, you're not going to do it because WCS told you to do it. So I don't know what the hell to tell you, bro. The Tank situation, no matter the shit you say back and forth to Tank, it ain't going to matter. Tank is fighting over here. Tank doesn't have anything to do with your fight. He ain't going to be at your fight. You need something that deals with your opponent, Vasyl Lomachenko. And truth be told, the dirt is still a little fresh on that comment. I'm just telling you, if you need some type of freaking radiation, you need some nuclear activity for people to start saying, I want to see what's going on with that Lomachenko. We haven't heard anything, bro. Man, we haven't heard anything, man. Lomachenko up there talking about use a heavyweight. Man, we don't have nothing to hold on to, man. It's nothing attached to your fight, bro. We need the controversy, bro. Hey, those of you that's in the chat, y'all need to tell Devin he need that spark. How can T.O., Devin, Bill, how can T.O. come up and talk about Top Rank can keep these black fighters and y'all rocking with the LDBC or nothing? And yeah, I've seen some of the posts and live streams up here about it, but But we need to hear from you. Why should you be on eggshells? You the motherfucking champ. When T.O. had the belts, he was talking all kinds of reckless, greasy shit. Why is Devin quiet? You should automatically revisit the same comment and say, well, if you're going to try to make me apologize, why y'all didn't make T.O. apologize? Aren't y'all underneath the same promotional banner? Y'all underneath the same promotional banner, right? Why isn't Teofimo Lopez apologizing? Somebody explain that to me, bro. That man is heading into a freaking title shot. Has the WBO president came out? Excuse me, Mr. Lopez. Unfortunately, we have to inform you. And before you're able to get approved by the commission, we need for you to apologize for the words that you said about Top Rank. They can keep the black fighters, because you have ruffled and you have insulted countless upon countless individuals. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's calling up T.O. for that. So how are they going to make you put it to bed? How are they going to make you put it to bed? You should wake that motherfucker up with a slap, dog. Hey, come up here. I never lose to a white boy. Come on. We're about to go for a little walk now. And hey, I hope you got some good sleep, because we're about to walk this all the way into fight week. I'm telling you. Christopher, what's good? Salute to you. But you know, I don't know who's the organization. I'm just looking out, you know what I'm saying, and giving my input on what needs to happen, bro. He got 2.5 fighting Butler. 2.5. I mean, that's not $30+ million. I get what you're saying, Q, but that's not $30+ million. That's not anything to brag about. Like Tio, when he fought Lomachenko, he got $2 million, and that was on free TV. You know what I'm saying? That was free TV. He should get 2.5, being the unified champion, multi-division champion. He should get 2.5. Cool. But it ain't what we just seen right, you know, in April 22nd, this past weekend. But I get what you're saying, brother. If you're getting a meal for a fight at that weight class, that's money. True, I can see where you're at with it. I can see where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? I can see you at. I don't know, like for that weight class, it's according to who you fought. Like it's not a lot of American fighters. People try to get mad and talking about I was being racist when I said he's been fighting in Japan. That's just like me saying that fighters be fighting in their own country, like Emmanuel Targo. You didn't say I was racist then. When I say fighters be like Canelo Alvarez and plenty other fighters was in Mexico. They had tent cities set up over there fighting fighters. Everything still a go? Yes, sir. You have your 5th fight tonight. I mean today. So when I leave here, my record is going to be 14-0, right? Yeah. You came in here 9-0, and you want to leave out of here 14-0. Yes. Your 5th fight going to be today. Okay, cool. Because I don't like this tent city. It's hot and muggy. Oh my God, I want to get back to my mansion. Lost all the positive facts. W says cook, nigga, cook. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I don't have no problem goddamn giving a nigga they props, man. Like that's what input is for, bro. Like seriously. I see what you're talking about with the weight class and everything. Cooking with Sir Senior. What they do on deck. Never hold him accountable like they do black fighters. Hey man, I'm telling you, they don't want to listen to this black man. They want me, you know, they want to submit paperwork behind the scene and try to get my channel taken down. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, stuff I be saying be irritating them. And they want to submit all this paperwork and try to make it seem like it's personal and it's affecting their daily lives. Man, the motherfucker's a joke, dog. I'm just saying, in this particular subject right here, nobody's talking about anything as if they was talking about a comment. No, we was talking about a fight being announced. Everybody held on until right up to the last minute. All of a sudden, fight week, Espinosa shuts it down. Everybody stopped talking about it. Dead, gone, man. But it already did what it had to do. Spence showed up. There was a Spence sighting, and then people was waiting to see if Crawford was gonna show up. He didn't show up, but the night went off without a hitch, man. Now T.O. doesn't even allow the week to progress, and he comes up talking about blacks when he was just in front of Jahad Tucker talking about Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King, and talk about returning back to the future, talking about Rosa Parks, talking about blacks getting the short end of the stick. You know, the shortest month of the year. No, we don't have the shortest month of the year. That's just another piece of simulation that was placed out there in the annual calendar when Martin Luther King's birthday is in January. So what if they designated February that it's not even being taught as such? That's the problem. But the real issue was that T.O. used it to make fun of and disrespect. So his whole thing is, I'm committed to being the villain. Even though Tank is the villain, people looking at Tank is, goddamn, he done turned the corner on y'all ass. This man is motherfucking Floyd with the money. People coming to see him, and he's knocking people out. He's knocking fighters out. So now somebody else has to try to play the villain. They still consider Tank as the villain, but he's a rich villain. Now T.O. trying to come in, a Latino fighter, and make it about race. He matches up a bit better than Ryan Garcia. People say Ryan Garcia had power, but they say T.O. has power too. T.O. have accomplished way more than Ryan Garcia, like I said yesterday. He beat Richard Coleman, Vasil Lomachenko. He did. Everything else that happened after that, it happened for a reason. Floyd coming in there, just basically fighting Logan Paul and effing up that whole fight week. He did. He showed his power, bro. Floyd is one of the most powerful men in boxing. That's why if he did talk to Teofimo and he said, man, it's time. You ready? I'm telling you, it's time. You go in there and you freaking fight Josh Taylor and win. I'm telling you, we can break the bank. That can be you and Tank back on deck, and you all will obliterate those numbers. I'm not saying that's what the conversation went. I'm putting it out there. It's a big chance, like I said before, that the only fight that can break those numbers. This before I even seen Floyd shit. Like, I don't pay attention to boxing like that all the time. I pay attention to MMA too. I read up on MMA news too. But when I was on the live in the car, I didn't know anything about the extent of T.O.'s words. I didn't know Floyd, any of that. I just came out and said the only fight that can break Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis's number is Tank Davis versus freaking Teofimo Lopez. And it's going to be about race. It's going to be about disrespect. It's going to be about all of that. The same thing with Ryan Garcia calling Tank dumb, saying he can't hold a conversation 5 minutes, but he was out there hanging out just like a groupie, exchanging contact information. The one up that Teofimo Lopez has is that he can talk trash too. He's going to come up here and try to kick that freaking stay woke type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That religious type stuff. You know, his dad is going to be off the chain. Tank's team going to be off the chain. And, hey, this shit liable to do 2 million, dog. I'm serious. This shit liable to do 2+ million pay-per-view buys. Easy. With a higher tag on it. With a higher tag. We're talking about $90 minimal. Just like I said for Spence Crawford, if Tank Davis fights Teofimo Lopez, they have to limp in at $90 pay-per-view. If they pay $84 plus $85 for freaking Ryan Garcia, they'll pay $90 for Davis Lopez, guaranteed. Ray Sales, remember when B-Hop broke the PR flag and rallied the troops? 9/11 had MSG on tilt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was one of the most disrespectful acts in boxing coming from B-Hop. He did what he had to do. You know how much, you know how big your cojones have to be to disrespect the Puerto Rican flag and make it up out of there alive? Now, I've seen it happen in mixed martial arts now. I've seen people attempt to disrespect. They was in Brazil. And fighters, wanted to run the gauntlet and be lucky they made it up out there alive. But what B-Hop did was classic. It's historic. Teofimo, like I said before, he's good with the PR, and he will sell this fight a lot better than Ryan Garcia did. Mark my mother words, dog. It's going to be bigger. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta and Teo might do 2.5, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's a changing of the guard, bro. It's a changing of the guard. I don't know how Team Haney is going to step up and do something. They need to go grab that comment out the graveyard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Go to the cemetery, kick over the headstone, and snatch that motherfucker up and say, come with me. Come with me. I'm going to keep your ass up the entire time and walk you all the way on fight week. Excuse me, Devin. I don't mean any harm. I don't want to get kicked out of the pressure, but I just have a question about that. I'll never lose to a white boy comment. You brought it back. Why? Why? The boxing community feels that you're just making it all about race. And that's very uncommon. No. What did you say? It's very uncommon. But you just had Teo say the top rank, they can keep the black fighters. Yes, I knew you was going to bring that up, but my boss told me just to ask about I never lose to a white boy comment. But you're right. You're right. I hope I don't get fired. But please tell us about I never lose to a white boy comment. Please tell me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think that you was directing that at Lomachenko after he just came back from the war? I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna try to dress that shit up as easy as possible. Lomachenko just came back from the war, and you're disrespecting the hero. And Devin should just come out. F the hero. I'm the hero, God damn it. I'm the hero. That's what I am. Hey man, don't listen to me, bro. Don't listen to me. Because Devin is soft serve. He's from Henderson, Nevada. Shout out to the expert genius. Goddamn, Don Dollar stay on script, don't he? You know what I'm saying? He stay on script. Damn. Dev a promoter. He should know these things. Hey, talk your shit there, LAB. He should. Why? Look, what's wrong with me saying it, bro? Like, if I'm going to talk about boxing, I got to talk about as many areas as I can. Like, that's why I say the LDBC. If you want to talk about controversy, and you want to talk about both of these, Team Haney and LDBC changing levels, stepping their game up, they got to promote the same controversy that Teo's promoting. If it's okay for a Latino fighter to do it, then why can't it be okay for a black fighter and a group that supports black fighters? What's wrong with that? You got to step your game up. If you win the merch, then allow the merch to stand for something. You can't say stand for something, fall for anything. Teo just said Top Rank can keep the black fighters. Is Devin not signed the Top Rank? I mean, are y'all not understand? I'm not promoting anything. I'm not. I got mad love for Top Rank. Best promotion, bar none. Period. The best. Period. I'm talking about the comments. Both of you all are under the same promotion, and Teo just said this is his last fight with ESPN. Does that give him the green light out the door to say they can have the black fighters? They can have them. Oh, I disrespected 2 Hall of Famers to their face. I told them they was D-Rods and they can suck. So he absolutely tried to demasculize 2 Hall of Famers. Now, every outlet is going to interview T.O., and he is going to try his best, along with his father, to be the villain all the way up to this fight. He's going to try to be the villain. He's already put on the cape. He's going to make, he don't care. He said, I don't care if Bud Light dropped me. What if Bud Light already knew the comment was coming? Are they going to drop him? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Is he being charged for making that comment? No, right? Has the WBO came out with a public statement demanding an apology? No. Is the fight going to go on with him and Josh Taylor? Absolutely. Is people talking about or trying to basically drag the how you put it I mean, is people just trying to are we out here at the YTC talking about any type of controversial statement that was made to build up the Lomachenko fight? Nothing. Team Haney, listen to me, man. When Lomachenko got out of the freaking when Lomachenko lost to T.O., he blamed it on his shoulder and said the ref was paid off. The ref was paid off. How do you think you would have fared if you would have said the referees was paid off? If you would have came up there and lost to Kambosos? If you would have said the referees was paid off, people would have been still talking about it to this day. But Lomachenko's heading to a fight with y'all, and nobody even talks about him saying the referees was paid off. Nobody didn't ask for Lomachenko to apologize. Nobody's asking for T.O. to apologize. So why haven't you came back online and made it perfectly clear that you're never gonna lose to a white boy? I mean, put it out there. If you're scared, say you're scared. You can't be scared because Bill is all about the smoke. You're all about the smoke, Bill. You in these YTC streets. I try to tell you about Skip Mark because you didn't want to listen to me. I told you can't keep a rat on a leash there, Bill. And what happened? That rat got too comfortable, and that rat started trying to bite the hand that was feeding him. Now, you found that out and moved on. You need to goddamn go over there and put something else out there controversial. And when you do it there, Bill, y'all need to goddamn cite me too. I'm not charging you a cite fee, Bill. But you put that shit out there, Devin need to goddamn cite me. Because ain't nobody else told you to do it. It's not a single person in the LDBC has told you need to come up with some controversy. Because you are heading into a pay-per-view fight that's a lower price point than Tank Davis and Garcia, and nobody's hanging on to this fight at all. Like, it's nothing that's bringing more attention to this fight at all. Like, nobody's talking. Like, what are they talking about? Like, Bill, you've been on record is saying fucked up shit to Tank. It's not enough, bro. Y'all got to bring something for people to want to talk about on fight week. They're going to ask you some questions about Tank. Yeah. But you need to bring up something else that the mainstream media is going to talk about. You need to be the Bernard Hopkins, bro. Did B-Hop apologize for what he did? Did B-Hop ever apologize to Joe Smith? Huh? Come on now. Come on, Team Haney. Did he ever apologize? We're not talking about the results, but did he ever apologize? Okay, then. Okay. Take it as you may, Bill. I'm speaking from one black man to another. Y'all need something controversial too. Y'all need to go up there and goddamn snatch that comment right back out the grave. And goddamn say, we about to go put in some work And you know, I hope you've been resting enough because we about to go on a media tour. This gonna piss some people off. Y'all better pass the word. They need some, you know, every other fight, they have some lingering around, y'all. Haney versus Lomachenko don't have nothing to linger on. There's nothing out there. You're not gonna get it talking shit about Tank. He's so high right now, it ain't gonna reach him. You need something that's damn near ground level. That everywhere you go, as far as interviews and everything, people are going to ask you about what you just said. Why did you bring it back up, Devin? Why did you bring it back up? Wasn't you told? What they gonna do, Devin? They ain't gonna strip you of the motherfucking titles, Devin. They're not gonna goddamn stop you from fighting Lomachenko. The fact I'm making, they made you apologize, brother. T.O. come up talking about they can keep the black fighters. Doesn't that include you? Aren't you signed over there? Doesn't that include you, brother? Aren't you black? Aren't you black? Aren't you black? I don't need to explain it to you. Aren't you black? Aren't you over there top rank? Is he referring to you? Just because you don't say your name, oh, that exclude me. You want more people? You want to increase your sales? I'm just talking in a perspective. You need some controversy, and you already had the motherfucking hammer. You already done swung the hammer, bro, and they made you put that shit back in the case. They made you put that shit back in the case, bro. Even I did a live stream when you said you'll never lose to a white boy. I did a live on that shit several times. That's how controversial it was. I even had LDBC. What do you mean? What do you mean? I wasn't meaning anything. I said, Devin said what he said. He have to stand on it. I wasn't on no, well, to be honest with you, I may be black, but inside, under my skin, nah, it wasn't none of that. I'm just saying, bro, as a fighter, you said it. You revisited Bernard Hopkins. You said it. Now it's time to bring it back to life. It's up to y'all, bro. Devin Haney going to fight Maxie Hughes for the IBO belt at 135. Damn. When was he with us? He was T.O. Akbar, the prophet. I don't know, man. You know, T.O. act like he grew up in a black household as an orphan. And that's his adopted family. You know what I'm saying? He had like his parents came back and picked him up and say, hey, we never knew. We didn't know. We didn't know. You was kidnapped way back when, and we found. No. T.O. act like he grew up with a black family, bro. I didn't say T.O. was Puerto Rican. If you listen to my live yesterday, I said he's from Honduras. I didn't say he was Puerto Rican. They was talking about the Puerto Rican flag because of B-Hop disrespecting the Puerto Rican flag back in the day, and all the energy that came along with him disrespecting Puerto Rican flag. Nobody said T.O. was Puerto Rican. What's going on, Knockdown? How you feeling, bro? Samad on deck. Peace and blessings, beloved. Salute WCS. Smash the like button to certify my support. No doubt, man. I appreciate you certifying your support, man. I ain't heard that, but I might have to use it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I might have to use it. I'm certifying my support. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Devin to certify the controversy. You need something at this point in time because goddamn Tank is so far in the motherfucking Welkin. He's up there in the Welkin, the clouds, in the sky. He's in the skybox. You know what I'm saying? Tank is in the skybox right now. T.O. is mad because he wasn't able to purchase the skybox. He wasn't able to receive that bag to get to the skybox before Tank. He's mad. He feels some type of way. He feels some type of way. That's all. T.O. going around here trying to sucker punch people. See, one thing about T.O., he's not gonna second guess. Like if they want controversy, one thing about him, he's gonna talk his talk. I know that for a fact. I told people when he said that, I still got it? He was playing with y'all, man. He don't care. Just like his pops don't care. T.O. don't care, man. I've been around him. I was behind the scenes when the way he acted in front of the cameras and the way he acted in the elevator. I was behind him. He doesn't care. Like he doesn't care, man. Him making a black comment, whoever it offend, he doesn't care. He doesn't look at it like, oh man, who am I gonna have to apologize to? Who did I piss off? What black friends I'm going to lose? He don't care, because you know what those black friends gonna say? I know you're doing it for promo. I know you said it because of this reason. I know if it's your last fight at ESPN and you about to sign over there with PBC, I know you got to go out with a bang. But in the meanwhile, the smart thing to do is bring the controversy. People are going to ask you about it all the way up on fight week. He's not even fighting a black fighter. They're going to ask you about it all freaking leading up to fight week, like they did with Tank and Ryan Garcia. And then more people are going to want to see the fight, because now you have made it personal a bit, or you have brought controversy to your opponent. Tank and Ryan Garcia had controversy between one another. T.O. is bringing controversy to his fight, right? He's bringing controversy to his fight to win his fight, to bring more eyes to the freaking fight. And then if they announce that he's the next one in line for Gervonta, that fight is going to do 2.5 easy. Easy. It's going to do 2.5 easy. And who's going to be laughing all the way to the bank? Seriously, who's going to be laughing all the way to the bank? Who's going to be laughing if this is his last fight at ESPN? And he did this, and they announced after his fight with Josh Taylor, and T.O. is now the WBO junior welterweight or super lightweight champion. And they announced a fight with Tank at 140? Oh, it's going to get wild. It's going to be a wild, wild west. T.O. just mad he's fighting in the little house of MSG. They're showing him a lesson, man. They teach him a lesson. Whatever he did, he pissed off. Maybe he did say that to Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley for him to be fighting in the Hulu Theater. Maybe he did piss some people off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did piss some people off, because the CTO fighting in the Hulu and he fought at the MSG and all this, you know, like at the Garden or whatever. He's fought at the Garden. Yeah, it does seem like an insult. It does. I see you what you put out there, Blunts. If Barrios had a rehydration clause and signed the contract, listen, people, I'm not gonna whine and cry and bicker about rehydration clause in boxing. There's a lot more that goes on in the sport. There's a lot serious than rehydration clauses. It's fighters who are training their ass off in fight camp to come to the ring to win, and they get screwed out of a win. It's fighters out here get caught cheating, and they allowed to go change gloves and continue to fight. It's a fighter get caught cheating for steroids, PEDs, and they increase the levels and allow them to continue to fight and make a paycheck and get the win and move on for a bigger fight. You think I'm really worried about a rehydration clause? For real, when they're raising the levels of fighters who are testing dirty, and they're raising the levels with no hesitation, y'all. They're raising the levels and providing these fighters with an excuse. They're not even stripping them of the title, man. They allow them to fight that night and defend their title. You think I'm worried about all any of this rehydration shit? I don't care. I don't freaking care about it. It's a lot more going on in boxing that's extremely serious now that people are not talking about. That happens all the time with these judges purposely misscoring fight cards, purposely robbing fighters. I mean, why are we talking about rehydration clauses? If Barrios talking about, oh, I had a rehydration clause too, but I didn't use it as an excuse. Well, why bring it up now? Why bring it up now, bro? You at 147. It makes no sense for you to bring it up now. You should have just kept it silent and just took it with you in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your shoe, man, and kept on stepping on it till it disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like, why bring it up now, bro? You fought a good fight. For real. You show mad heart, Ella Stecker. You show mad heart, bro. Thanks for blessing us down here in the A, but you bringing up that you had a rematch clause and you signed a contract is almost like you making an excuse now. Listen, I guess the rehydration clause has what's that? It has a bug attached to it. You know what I'm saying? The rehydration clause has somewhat like a virus attached to it because both Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios were stopped to the body. So be careful about Tank and these rehydration clauses because it has like a virus attached to it that it strickens the midsection. And then, you know, Tank is going to land the left hand, bro. And that one virus is known to sit over here to the right side where the kidney's at. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, this shit don't make no sense, bro. On paper, T.O. versus Josh is bigger than Dev versus Loma. On paper. Yeah. I don't know, according to how you look at it, man. Cause peep this out. You know, I don't know, man. T.O. has not earned the title there, Chaos, at 140, right? But he has consistently been undisputed. Josh Taylor been undisputed. Devin's undisputed. Still Lomachenko's a 3-weight world champion, formerly unified at lightweight. It's close, man. It's close. Now, you want to talk about the numbers. You want to talk about the attraction. Yeah, you know, a lot of people may come see Josh Taylor fight. Absolutely. You know, before they come to see Devin or Lomachenko, something like that. I don't know. Not the Lomachenko right now. It's close, man. Both of these guys have achieved something. Devin's been able to achieve something no other fighter has been able to do. He swiped up every single belt to include the franchise. It's never been done in boxing because the franchise was just introduced not too long ago. And the most franchise title holders in the lightweight division, from Lomachenko to T.O. to Kambosos to Devin, a total of 4 franchise champions in one division, y'all. So it's pretty close, Chaos. I'm gonna say it's pretty close, bro. Now, when you talk about the numbers, you talking about who fans want to come see, that's different. But paper, it's pretty close in my opinion. It's pretty close. The only find out because he didn't secure J-Lo. I don't know what that was about. It has to register a little bit. Your Tank, man, that's just slipped my mind. I just had it. Damn. Your Tank was on this Robert Kraft-ish. Tapping Ryan's walkthroughs. Forget the rehydration clause. Tank was on his Robert Kraft taping Ryan walkthroughs. It's whatever they want to say about what Tank did. You signed a contract, just like Barrios just came out and said he signed the contract. So, homie, if you know you signed the contract, man, just own up to signing the contract, big dog. Look. Matter of fact, I forgot to even bring this up. You know what I told y'all yesterday? Hold up for a second. Hold up for a second. I'm tripping. Hold up for a second. I'm about to bring y'all something else did I load it up? I think I loaded it up already. Let me go check right quick. Shout out to Samar Warren, man, with the $10 super chat in the building, man. W says, if Tank beats Tio, that makes him 2 wins of the 5 Kings. Does Devin need to beat Shakur, even after the win over Loma, to be back in the conversation? Or does Tio need to beat Ryan to level up in the conversation? Okay, so let's go back to the top. Very packed. This is a nice packed super chat right here. It said if Tank beats Tio, that makes him 2 wins of the 5 Kings. Now, as much as look, Samar, you know I'm gonna peel this back, right? So pretty much who is identifying Ryan Garcia as a 5 King? Now in the lightweight division, the conversation sound very nice of putting Ryan Garcia up there with the 5 Kings, right? But his last 2 fights was close to 140. He was out of the 135 pound division. So can we actually consider that he was still on the list of the 5 Kings? I don't, because he was already out of the division. He was pretty much saying he was gone. That's why he made such a big thing with Tank, make him fight at 136 with a rehydration clause. Does Devin need to beat Shakur, even after win over Loma, to be back in the conversation? Devin is already holding the crowns. Truth be told, he beats Lomachenko. That's a huge win, and you have to think about who Shakur Stevenson has beat. The Japanese guy at lightweight division. Even though Shakur Stevenson is a 2-weight world champion, we're talking about the lightweight division. Devin has won titles and defended those titles in the backyard of his opposition, and then came over here and fought a pound for pound guy in Lomachenko, a former pound for pound dude. And that means, look, that would have said that he defended his freaking undisputed titles twice. So the one that should be doing the chasing at lightweight will be Shakur Stevenson, to be honest. As far as putting him back in the conversation, put him back in the conversation for who? Like, for who exactly? Him and Shakur Stevenson had this weird type of history where growing up, I mean, in the sport, you know, climbing the ladder in the sport of boxing, they had sparring wars, and Shakur said he always got the best of them. Shakur is at a point where he's still trying to build up his namesake too. How's Devin back in the conversation with Shakur, and Shakur haven't established himself at 135 yet? He hasn't fought nobody. But look, if Devin beat Loma, he's gonna go into the Shakur fight with people saying, okay, we want to see this, because we're talking about 2 technically advanced boxers. I would not jeopardize my sanity telling my listeners that this will come close to doing numbers like Tank Ryan. It's not. It's not. But will it do pretty solid numbers, in my opinion? It's according to how much faith they have in putting on the fight. If Devin is still signed with Top Rank, because you got to look at it, this is an in-house fight. It's an in-house fight. So the fight can be made now. The fight can be made, but the A side is going to be clearly Devin. And that's where we're going to find out, can these fighters make it? You know, can you get Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, who has a history, who people will come out to see? Can they make the motherfucking fight happen? Where would the fight be, first of all? Madison Square Garden? Can they have that fight in Vegas? I don't know, but it's a damn good question. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider Devin being put back in the conversation. He beat Loma. He is the conversation when it comes to him and Shakur. I don't care what nobody else say. He is the conversation. He's the titleist. He's the undisputed champion, bro. He's holding the crowns. He is the conversation. That's as clear as I can put it out there, Samad, for real. He ain't putting his name back in the conversation. Devin is still in the conversation, even with Tank, because he's the undisputed titleist. But Tank is level changed without the belts. That rarely happens in the sport. That man is making top dollars without the help of Devin Haney. If that ain't some dang level changing, put a blimp in the air, send a message, I don't know what is, y'all. I don't know what is. I'm serious. Very, very unique. But let me bring this up after I get these chats. But big shout out to Samad Warren for the $10 super chat. I need to get to your last sentence. Or does Tio need to beat Ryan to level up in the conversation? Okay, Teofimo Lopez, up to this point, has achieved way more than Ryan Garcia. All right, let's be honest. He beat a pound-for-pound guy in Vasil Lomachenko at that time. He beat him straight up. How many losses did Lomachenko have when Tio went in there and fought him? How many losses? One. One loss when Tio beat him. And he was second on the pound-for-pound right behind Canelo. Need. Ryan needs to level up. Who he level up with at 140, I don't freaking know. But if you're trying to say, if you're trying to say that Ryan Garcia is going to get the same treatment as Rolly, and Tio is going to be the guy, no, it's not going to be the guy. Tio would be a 2-division champion right now, formerly undisputed, WBO world champion. Ryan Garcia be lucky if he gets a Teofimo Lopez fight. You know why? Because Tio's trying to fight bigger and better names to get a belt. You know why? Because he mentioned it in this previous interview that he's going to be 2 times undisputed. They mentioned that, him and his pops, 2-time undisputed. So for whatever they're trying to finagle, right? This is what I think they're trying to do. They're trying to say they're going to be 2-time undisputed by defeating Josh Taylor, who vacated the titles. So what they're trying to put off to us is they go in there and beat Josh Taylor. He never lost the belts. They're going to be 2-time undisputed. But then, just like his franchise undisputed, it's going to be questionable. Look, it's going to be questionable just like a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? Just like a flat tire. I'm gonna go another 10 on this, right? 10 miles. Yeah. It's gonna be questionable about the distance that you're gonna be able to travel, trying to sell that narrative that Josh Taylor never lost the belts and we're gonna be 2-time undisputed. Stop it. Stop it, brother. But shout out to Samad, man. Hopefully I answer your question. Tio don't need Ryan. Ryan need Tio, if anything. Ryan need Rolly right now. Ryan needs anybody with a name at 140 that he believes he can beat. And the only possible champion that's up there that haven't gotten a belt right now It's according if Rolly can go in there and beat Barroso, that would be the guy he need to face. And the crazy part about that fight, it'll do decent numbers because both of these guys have been knocked out by Tank. I don't want to hear shit about Canelo. I hope he weight drains Benavidez and Bivol just for shits and giggles. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to weight drain no David Benavidez, man. You know what I'm saying? David, you know, he has to make 168 regardless. If Canelo want to put a rehydration clause in there, they have to figure that out. But you know, he at this point, Canelo don't care. Canelo's so rich, Canelo don't care, bro. Chaos said Ryan's king days are over. I never considered him the king there, to be honest, Chaos. Like, it was a good name, but, you know, I call him Ryan Lion Garcia for quite some time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Other channels was using the Ryan Lion Garcia. They didn't give me credit. They didn't give me no reparations. You know what I'm saying, Chaos? They didn't give me anything, man. Tio and Floyd. They did that on purpose. Man, talk that, man. They smart. Floyd is a genius when it comes to that. Conor McGregor is the perfect example. Yes. Yes. They was communicating behind the scenes to build that fight up. What other fighter that you've seen disrespect Floyd and his family the way that Conor McGregor did? Nobody. The man put his right hand on Floyd's head, and Floyd didn't even have a hat on, nothing. Who did that before on Floyd? Nobody. Did you see how Floyd reacted when freaking Jake Paul took his hat? He said he'll kill that motherfucker. He was man. He was irate. He was in a rage. He was looking like he was on a manhunt, bro. Appreciate it. Shout out to Night 801 Gaming on deck, man. Appreciate you. Real talk. Thanks for dropping through. Salute to you, brother. Hey, expert genius, there ain't no off topic on this. No, it ain't no off topic. Not today, shawty. It ain't no off topic. But look, if you want to drop back in later when I hold this panel, you know, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Well, what time is it? I would rather do it later on, though. You know what I'm saying? I really want to, I said I was going to open up a panel today. I want to talk about this discussion, bro. Real talk. I want to talk about how do these fighters elevate themselves. I already told you what Devin needs to do. He need to grab that damn comment that they made him apologize and snatch that motherfucker, slap it a couple of times and say, hey, I need you to be active. I'm about to mention your name again. I want you to goddamn be everywhere. You got it? Yes, I got it. You didn't have to slap me though. For real, that's disrespectful. I pretty much I can do all this on my own. I ain't need you to slap me like that. Check this out. What did I tell you that Ryan Garcia was going to do? Because he loves social media. What did I tell y'all he was going to do, people? So let me bring up his tweet. Let me bring up his tweet. All right. So Ryan Garcia put this tweet out here. Look at all the crown emojis and the fire emojis. What did I tell y'all yesterday? Didn't I tell you all that Ryan was going to forget about that freaking knockout? And he's going to get on here and say he's a part of history? Look at this tweet. History was made. 5th highest live gate in the history of fights in Vegas. And over 1 million plus pay-per-view. Beyond blessed. Thank you to all the fans. Without you guys, this can't happen. Did I not tell you all this dude don't care about being knocked out, dog? He just wanted to be there, man. Ryan Lion Garcia. Look at him. He's putting king crowns up there, y'all. This dude said once again, and I repeat, history was made. fifth highest live gate in the history of fights in Vegas, and over 1 million plus pay-per-views. Beyond blessed. So right now, Ryan is happy because he's in the company of other names that was in Vegas with the high price tags like Floyd Mayweather. He's considering himself to be a pay-per-view star now. So when he goes into negotiation, just like Samar said, T.O. need Ryan. You know what I'm saying? It's T.O. need Ryan. And, T.O. is not going to take this as if Ryan was bringing all those names. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's solely responsible for the 1 million pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? The fifth highest. No, he's going to look at it like, yeah, thanks to Tank, you got the shot. Just like I did. I got the shot with Lomachenko. I took advantage of it. You got the shot with Tank, and you didn't take advantage of. You got taken advantage of. You got taken advantage of. You feel me? And this is what I wrote. I said there had to be two fighters contending for bragging rights in the face of boxing. We can't agree Gervonta Davis was driving the man, that's not even the right one. That's not even the right one. It said Brinks truck. But I corrected it on Twitter. It said Brinks truck. And you wrote shotgun. Congratulations to both. Great numbers. So I pretty much said we can agree Gervonta Davis was driving the Brinks truck. And you wrote shotgun. And even on Twitter, I have a picture with Davis next to the Brinks truck. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you see it on Twitter, the spelling was corrected. But I pretty much told Ryan, hey, Tank was driving the Brinks truck, bro. You was riding shotgun in that. Though you would go down in history as being the opponent, people are going to look at you and say, Ryan was able to make money in the biggest fight of his professional career. Kudos to him. And then they're going to talk about what you did after that fight with Tank. Now you have to level up. Tank is already leveled up. He's already been leveling up. Barrios. You know what I'm saying? He's already been leveling up, bro. People was waiting for him to have another fight at 135. From stopping Leo Santa Cruz to going up there with Barrios, to going the distance with Isak Cruz, Yurkis Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? He's been leveling up. Hector Garcia stopped him. That's what it is, people. Let me, I thought I took that down, but that's where we at with it. Let me get the rest of these comments. It ain't no off topic today, expert. You gotta drop back later, bro. I appreciate you gaming. No doubt. This is the first time I seen you over here, but appreciate you tuning in though. No doubt. Chaos say people need to learn it's business, not boxing. If you want boxing, go look at the amateurs. True, I agree with that. If you really want boxing, yeah, you'll find out the reason why the professional ranks is the way it is. Like, man, if you really know and what you see down there at the amateur ranks, you pretty much know some of the confusion that exists when these fighters turn professional, and why the professional ranks is absolutely a whole entirely different rule setting, atmosphere. Of course, you get paid in professional boxing, but the politics is insane, man. The politics is insane in professional boxing. You think you're just gonna come in here and win titles and become a five division world champion without somebody getting paid? No, somebody's gonna have to get paid, brother. People can't sit up here and emulate what Tank is doing as if it's a standard operating procedure. No, this is not standard. This is absolutely unorthodox when it comes down to explaining it in boxing layman terms. You know what I'm saying? What he's been able to do without the belts, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. No doubt about it. But this is what I want y'all to do, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Let me see. Hold up. And just for the record, I did, before I even went live, I absolutely dropped Bill Haney the link to his number. I did. I dropped it to his number, man. I've been had Bill's number for quite some time. He knows it. I talked to Bill on the phone one time, when Devin had his fight coming up. Besides that, I could get back in contact with him again, dog. But I got a little bit of time, man. I dropped the link. I just dropped the link in the chat. I got some time, to see what y'all have on your minds about this situation. And Samad, man, great question. Good great 3-layer question on the super chat, man. Good layer question when it comes to boxing. Seriously, good question, man. Very good question. But I dropped a link out there, man. I give a little bit of time. I know people at lunch. Some of you up there snacking on a Philly cheesesteak. Some eating on a glizzy. Some got a double hamburger, fully loaded from In-N-Out. I hope y'all ain't eating that Mickey D's. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess that Mickey D's, man. It take, the rumor they used to have with gum. You swallow gum, it takes 7 years to digest. You either goddamn Mickey D's burger. Shit, they do an X-ray 5 years from now. You gotta have that burger still in your stomach, dog. Hey man, click that link for anyone might have some questions. It's all good, man. If not, I definitely have a panel open tonight. I know people at lunch. I know that they really can't tap in. Be sure to catch Coach live stream that he did yesterday with Timothy Bradley. He'll be back on at 3:00. Very, very a fantastic freaking live stream with Timothy Bradley, aka Desert Storm, man. Shout out to Timothy for coming over here, dropping a super chat. First of all, OG status, and then showing up on the panel and actually giving a very thorough interview and not even trying to be on some rah-rah type stuff off what somebody said. You know what I'm saying? He came over here and did a drive-by and said, "Keep my name in your mouth," and kept it moving. That's OG. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to the OG Timothy Bradley. Just give my guy Jahad Tucker, some consistent credit there, Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Give him some consistent credit. I appreciate it, big dog. Seriously. Well, I'll let y'all eat lunch, man. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute to you, OG. How you feeling? I'll be back on later, man. Y'all hold it down. Appreciate y'all pulling up. And pass that word over there. Tell Team Haney to go in there and grab that comment, man, and bring it back to light. It's time. You need people talking about your fight with Loma. If T.O. can do it, everybody else can do it. I'm just saying, if T.O. can do it, every other fighter can do it too. It just ain't gonna, oh man, this is a special, this is a moment. What we trying to do, you don't know. It's behind the scenes. Floyd was talking to T.O. and they're trying to build up a fight. That makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? Devin's gonna have to step up. I know Bill talk is, you know what I'm saying? Bill start up the engine, man, and he'll run through the YTC, no problem. But we need something that's controversial to the fighters. We need something to build up the fighters themselves. And this only have to come from Devin Haney's mouth, like it did when he was interviewed. You know what I'm saying? 78. Y'all what you need to do is repost that. I have a screen. Look, if you want me to repost it, big dog, I screen recorded it when it happened. Now, if you want me to beat you to the punch, that 78, I can repost the vid for you. But I'm not overstepping my boundaries. It's not my interest. I'm not doing your homework for you. I just put it out there. But know this, that it is screen recorded. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down, bro. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Like, share, and sub to the channel and continue to support. I'm out.